What do you think happens when you ask a 2.2 ton GT car to work lap after lap around a circuit? Sounds like a recipe of total disaster, yet Bentley likes to think differently with its new Continental GT Speed. This apparently is the most driver-focused model in the brand's history, despite it not being the most stripped-out version like the GT3R or Supersports of the past. So, the technical highlights. The 6-litre twin-turbocharged W12 now chucks out 650 horsepower and 664 pounds-feet of torque. 0 to 60 happens in 3.6 seconds and it's onto a top speed of 208 miles an hour. But a lot of the changes have been done to the chassis. It has electronic rear differential, a re-calibrated all-wheel drive system, as well as rear-wheel steering. It also has the largest ceramic brakes on any car on sale today. Sounds very intriguing, but come on, is it really going to mask a big old barge like this? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Right, we haven't got much time. Like all press launches, these things happen quite quickly. Let's talk about this Continental GT Speed. Bentley have decided to launch this car, which by the way weighs well over 2 tons, 2,240 kilograms to be precise, on a circuit, and not any other circuit, at Silverstone, the Grand Prix circuit. So let's briefly talk about this car quickly. Twin turbo W12, 650 horsepower, 900 newton meters of torque. A lot of the work have been done on this is the rear suspension. It's got a clever E differential, and do you know what? I'm just going to go through some of the settings right now. So you've got sport, custom, some of the road stuff, but we're on track. I'm just going to leave it in auto mode. So the steering's been changed. It's also got rear wheel steering, which helps shorten the wheelbase of the car, makes it more eager to turn in. Let's see what happens when we leave the systems on and give it a bit of stick. So, first off, the W12. Well, W12s in general feel a bit sterile, a bit mundane, a bit blunt. They seem to just do one job on one job alone, but you know, this one's pretty keen to rev, you know. It's got power all the way past 5,000 RPM and it really likes to rev. The soundtrack, well, you don't really hear much of it. From the outside you do. Most of these cars are spec'd with the Akrapovic system, which God knows how much this costs. In fact, Bentley haven't given a price of this car. Anyway, you'd think a car that weighs this much shouldn't work around a circuit. And I thought that as well too. I thought, nah, this ain't gonna work. But it does. It's an absolute hoot of a thing. It's so fast. Coming down this straight right now, 150 mile an hour. And the brakes, 440mm carbon ceramics. It's just, wow. Even with the ESC on, you can feel it just shuffling torque. The best way I can describe this is, and this is high praise, it feels like a Nissan GTR. Just feels so sure-footed. In fact, the mass sort of helps with the traction. But coming into these braking zones here, I mean, no way should a 2.2 ton car have a front end to stick through there. It's mighty impressive. Oh my word. Right, that's enough of that. Let's turn off the ESC and see what's what. This is what's impressive about this car. The four-wheel drive system can shuffle from front to rear, but most of the time it feels so rear-driven. It feels like a proper sports car. It doesn't feel like 2.2 tons, it feels like 1,700 kilos. And it will do that sort of stuff as well too. No way, no way. This is a freaking Bentley. Wow, never would I thought I would be hooning something like this around Silverstone at 130 mile an hour. The brake pedal is, well, it's actually really, really good. Oh, I've got a bit wide there. Not exactly a racing driver, am I? Oh, Gearbox is good. Sometimes it's a little bit hesitant on the down change, but twin clutch gearbox, you just can't go wrong. Oh, it's so good, oh my word. I'm gonna give it I'm hooning about in a 2-ton Bentley. This is ridiculous. I'm speechless. I'll be honest with you, I thought that Bentley doing this launch at Silverstone was a silly idea. I didn't think it was going to show off much of the car. But if you can afford one of these, please take it to a track day, because you just will not be disappointed, seriously. I'm just impressed by just how you shouldn't be doing that. You should not be doing that in a car like this. What the hell? Bentley's evolved, yes, you could, you know, like the previous generation Speed, you can make it move around, but you had to do like really aggressive Scandinavian flicks. But this is actually up for a play. And it doesn't feel so wrong to throw it around the circuit. I mean, look at that. Transitional skids in a Bentley GT Speed. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So this car's got a mix of personalities. You can drive it like an absolute loon, but if you actually want to go for fast hot laps, you can. And you know what? You can do it for lap after lap. Bentley say that this car isn't a track car, but I tell you what, if you're the millionaire playboy and your Pista or GT2 RS is in for a service, and you've only got your Bentley GT Speed to go out and have a play on track, please do so, because it's just incredible. Oh my word, this is ridiculous. Look at that! Absolutely incredible. Right, let's see what happens. Wow! We can't drive it on the road yet until September, but I can imagine it would be an incredible machine. But for Bentley to do this sort of thing, I mean, look at that. It's just nuts. Fascinating, fascinating machine. Oh, let's go again one more time. Unbelievable, unbelievable machine.
Well, there you have it. As you can already tell in the video, I was pretty damn shocked at how well this GT Speed performed on track. It didn't feel like a one-trick pony, that it was only good at going fast in a straight line. It actually handles, and handles really well. Obviously, there's a lot of electronic wizardry keeping the weight in check, but like I said in the video already, it feels like an R35 GTR in the way it hid its mass under extreme punishment. There's mild understeer in the medium to high speed corners, but it can be cancelled out by making minute throttle adjustments. The brakes resisted fade really well, and the brake pedal pressure was consistent throughout the laps. What impressed me the most is how fluid and natural it felt being chucked around a racetrack, and more importantly, how much of a yob machine it was. Most of the time it felt like a great big rear-wheel drive car. Bad points? The gearbox could be a tad faster on the down change, and that's pretty much about it.